Hey YouTube, this Susie's on the scene. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? There's my scene. My buddy came over my house. That's his dance. Anyway, yeah, my buddy came on my house last night, and we eating Subway sandwiches, and I was gonna cook, but he was like, nah, you ain't gotta cook. We gonna eat takeout. I was like, alright, cool. So we did that, it's me, him, and Don Don. We kicking it, daddy in the den. He ain't studying us, and after we finished eating, he was playing with Don Don, and Don Don started acting funny. Cause when my buddy first walked in the house, right, Don Don ran and hugged him. So I'm like, okay, cool. Cause we, me and buddy already been talking, like, your boy gonna have a problem with me. I like, nah, I ain't gonna have no problem with you. And he was like, I don't know. I said, you'll see. You gotta grow on him. He gotta grow on you. Because see, my buddy, he's the only child, and Donovan is the only child. So he understands how he is. But yeah, when we finished eating and stuff, and they was playing or whatever, then we watched James Bond, Skyfall. I think this is the most recent one, Skyfall. Anyway, it was good. It's been a long time since I've seen a James Bond movie, and it was really good. But okay, prior to this past weekend, I took my little sister, my niece, and Don Don to the skating rink. And I had told him like a week before that I was gonna take them, and he was like, what if I show up? I was like, fine, you can come. And he was like, well, what time y'all gonna get there? I was like, I don't know, I'll let you know. And so like the day before, I told him, what time we was gonna get there, and then the day of, I was like, well, it's gonna be a little later, because based on their time, the skating rink time frame. So he couldn't come right then, but he came later because he was off doing some more stuff. But anyway, he came on because at first we were playing something out. I might not be able to make it, and I was like, okay. He said, how you know I'm not playing? I was like, I don't know if you playing or not. I just gotta wait to see. And so a few minutes passed, then he texted me back. He said, you speak of Elliot, which is his name. You speak of Elliot. I told him I talk about him on YouTube, so he cool. He cool. So he said, you speak of Elliot, and he appears. And I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there looking around. He finally showed up, and I was like, man, y'all just don't understand. I feel like a teenager. Cause I've been crushing on this mind 2 years for sure. But he's cool. We just friends. We have not kissed. We have not done no other things. Not saying that I don't want to. And the way he talk about stuff, he might want to too. But he said that he does not have sex outside of a relationship. Now, I kind of take that with a grain of salt. Cause he's 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, okay. So, you know, whatever. But you know, I respect it, you know. He said I don't sleep around like that. He said I don't like drama. He said, but the other part of that is that I am afraid to fall in love again, because the last I don't know, I probably told you about this. The last lady he was with, he was supposed to marry her and all that. But you know, I understand that. So, you know, we just friends. I be thinking all kind of stuff, and I know half the time he already know what I'm thinking, cause he'll say something about it. He won't, you know, cause he'll let the whole little period of time we together pass, and then right when we get ready to part, then he'll say, yeah, I already know what you're thinking, or I already know what you're doing, or don't you do this when I leave. You know, stuff like that. So he be knowing. He just don't say nothing until, you know, we get ready to part, you know. But yeah, he's a good dude, man. If you know, he sent me a text one day saying, I'm not Superman. And I'm like, what does that mean? Where does it come from? I mean, he just sent it out the blue. I don't even know where that came from. He said, I said, what does that mean? He said, I'm just a regular dude. You know, I just want you to remember that. I was like, okay. I said, but I know, you know, you try your best to be a good dude, you know, so I ain't got no, you know, problem with you. I appreciate you trying to be a good dude. And he was talking about, good and nice guys finish last. I'm like, no, always. It depends on how you run the race. He said, well, I'm the turtle and you the hare. And I was like, huh? And I thought about it. And to me, I think he meant, because he never did tell me what he talking about. To me, I think he meant that he moves kind of slow. He, as far as trying to get in a relationship and stuff like that, he moves slow. I'm the one moving fast. I'm the one want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And he like, hold on. Hold on. Because I think one day we had the conversation about, you just trying to find somebody to be a role model for your son, and so. So he was just talking. I was like, that's a good thing, ain't it? I'm like, I ain't got number one child. You know, women that got 2, 3, 4, that's your age. I'm older than you and I ain't got number one. And plus, I like you more than a lot of them chicks you be talking about they crazy and all that stuff. And I understand you. You know, you get on my nerves too, but you know, I understand. I understand why you do the stuff you do. I understand why you say the things you say. It took me a minute, because I used to be mad all the time. But it took me a minute to understand him, because he explained certain stuff to me, and I was like, oh, okay, I got it, man. I got you. I got you. And then another day, he sent me a message when we was at work saying that, he said, you know, relationships where people are just always happy and they never have any conflict, and then if the one person does something the other person don't like, and they just pretend like it don't bother them and they don't ever say nothing. He said relationships like that are fake or appear fake. He said you gotta have, you know, he ain't saying, He that's what he said to me. That my interpretation of that is you gotta have some kind of dialogue, because you're not gonna like everything somebody else like, and don't pretend you like everything somebody, don't pretend you like all that stuff when you don't. And I told him, relationships, they need those up and down times. And I was like, yeah. I said, as long as ain't nobody hitting nobody in the head, it's cool. He said, yeah. That's true. So I was like, okay. I'm like, he keeps saying he ain't ready for no relationship. He don't want to fall in love with nobody. But we always having these relationship conversations. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. And he tells his whole team, number women. Every time we do something, he tells them, I'm cool with them. Ain't no problem. Some with one, I probably would have told anyway, because we cool. But he told the whole team. He probably told the manager too. I don't know. But I'm tripping. And I'm like, why every time we do something, he tell all them. And every time he does it, I'm thinking in my head what Steve Harvey talking about: protect, profess, and provide. We ain't got in no protect situation that I know of. Maybe he takes up for me. I don't know. But profess, I guess that's the profess part. He gets to tell everybody, yes, I went to the skate ring with Susan and her family. Yes, I went over Sue's house, or I'm finna go over Sue's house and meet her dad and this and this and that. So, I'm tripping. But I'm not, I'm happy. I'm happy we at this level. Wherever it leads us, I'm happy. And I told him, I said, I've had platonic friends. So we talked about sex, but we didn't do nothing. We didn't kiss or fondle or none of that. So we was just friends. I mean, we spent the night with each other. We did all kinds of things together. We went places together. I hung out with him and his family and all of that. We did that for a good year or two. But anyway, me and Elliot kind of on this same level. That's why I keep saying I feel like I'm back in high school, because my old friend, I met him when I was still in school, but that was my last year. And then I graduated, and then, like I said, he had that one more year. So it's like I'm back in there. And he was the same kind of dude like Elliot. He was real nice, would do anything for me, within reason. I don't ask people for nothing. If they do stuff, it's because they want to. I just ask you for your time. I'm like, we ain't even at the level of talking about buying this and buying that. I'm like, you buy me lunch, great. It's excellent. But that ain't nothing, we friends. Like you say, we friends, So you're not obligated to do none of that stuff. But I just appreciate our friendship. And I've told him that. And I told him I'll never do nothing to hurt him. I never do nothing to embarrass him or nothing like that. We're very close. Whatever it end up being, it's cool. Whether it turns into a relationship or whether we just be friends, it's cool. I would like for it to be something else. I have let it be known that I would like for it to be something else. But he just laughs. Or be like, damn. Thanks for watching.